Hi folks, this is Bex again with today's edition of Ranchside Chats. It's November 16th, 2015, and it's been snowing since about 6:30 this morning. So I wanted to come outside and, one of the biggest questions we get in the summer is how in the world these horses survive in the winter with the temperatures we have, sometimes reaching -30, -40 degrees, and also without having heated stalls. So I'm going to give you a sense of that. I want to show you right quick just how thick these coats get, and night here is very wet, so it's a little hard to show you. But if you look down here, you can see just when I run my he wants to follow the camera. Just want to run my fingers through his fur. There's just really a lot of woolly fur there, and horses generally will continue to grow their winter coat up until about December 22nd. So in other words, the day that the days stop getting shorter. As far as these guys are concerned, what we do for them, we give them constant access to salt, constant access to water, and the food is really going to depend, as far as access goes, depends on how cold it is. So these guys all have what's called a lower critical temperature, and with our winter coats, that temperature is around 18 degrees. All that means is that the colder it gets beyond or below 18 degrees, their energy levels or their energy requirements are going to increase. So for these guys, if it's going to be significantly below 18 degrees, even maybe just a little below 18 degrees, depending on each particular horse, depending on their body fat, all that good stuff, then we might just give them constant access to hay. As far as our water is concerned, we've got one spring-fed water trough that actually never freezes over, which is incredible. And then we have one more water trough or water container that or tub that we're going to fill up every day. It does have a tank de-icer in it, so when that tank, anything below 40 degrees, it's going to start thawing it out. So we've got that set up too. We've got one water trough under the shelter, and one is outside, the one with the de-icer. And these guys have two shelters. Obviously, they're open, not heated, but they do provide not just a shelter, but also a wind block, and that's really going to be important when that wind starts ripping through the valley. We're in the Elk River Valley, and all of our hay is going to come from either the Elk River Valley or the Yampa River Valley. And one of the most important things to remember in the winter, or what we try to remember, is that these guys not only need to drink a lot of water, because when their energy needs go up, obviously their water intake also needs to go up, because the more water they drink, the more they're going to eat, the more salt they intake, that their salt intake is, the more water they're going to drink, which also means they're going to eat more. If they're not drinking enough water, the chances of colic are going to increase, and also night's coming up toward us. The chances of colic are going to increase, and obviously, like I said, it means they're not eating enough food. We have a couple of round bell feeders over there on the other side of the night, down there in the valley. And like I said, we are going to give them constant access to food if they need it. And as far as their water goes, one of the reasons we have the tank de-icer in there is because they really need to be drinking water, or it's more comfortable for them to drink water that's between 45 and 65 degrees. Some horses are acclimated enough to eat snow, but they really just don't get enough snow or water from eating snow to suffice. So that's about all I've got for today. I appreciate you watching, and we'll be back soon with more Ranchside Chats.